Hello, my name is Cat and welcome to day 5 in the Polynesia Settlement. In this video I will continue on day 5 and I think I will do the same as I did in my previous video and combine both day 5 and 6 in this one video. Now, one thing I do want to say is that later on today, on day 5, as I'm recording this, I will be traveling home for Easter to visit my parents and family and friends and so on. So I'm not 100% sure how things will work. I expect I will do a decent amount more on my phone and then perhaps in the evening record some voiceover. So I think I'll be able to still upload roughly every day or every 2 days if I combine videos, but there might be some delays, just saying. But if you're watching this after the fact, then it shouldn't be any problem. So with that said, let's quickly collect everything. No boosts, all right. And that means that I think I'll just keep on running the buildings as they are. Now, actually no, I think I might start replacing some stuff because the Catamaran builder here, the next goods building, needs a lot more fish. It doesn't really need kava, and I have 2 kava buildings right now, these kava farms here, so I think I will replace one of them. And I think, I haven't really checked, but I think I'll be able to do that, and then I should have enough room for a fisher over here. So then I'll have 1 palm farm, 1 kava, 1 or 2 and 2 fishers, so that'll be good. So, in 5 hours, I will be on the plane, so I think I'll just do 10 hours and collect tonight, or later on today. It's still in the middle of the day. These I am going to be running for 1 hour productions, and then in a couple of hours before I leave, I'll put them on a 5-hour production to kind of sync up with the other buildings. So, in 1 hour, I'll put this on probably an 8-hour, I think. Or a 10-hour, even though it'll be a little bit out of sync, that should be fine. So, that's the plan. Not sure if I'll be able to unlock any of these today. I'm definitely not able to unlock the Catamaran builder. I'm probably not going to be able to unlock the communal cooking area either. I need 30 more coconuts, so I would need a boost in the palm garden. But that's fine. This is a perfect day for a relaxed day. And then later on in the video for day number 6, I should be able to do a bit more upgrading, which should be fun. Alright, that's it for now. I will be back in, I don't know, probably 10 hours. Don't think there's going to be much action before then. So, see you around a little bit later. Alright, it is a few hours later. I am actually currently at the airport, but still, I was able to collect, no problem. The other goods buildings are done in 2 or so hours. For the fisher, I just put it back on another 5-hour production to collect later on in the day. As for the dance stages, I would be able to collect them roughly once every hour, so I still put them on 1 hour to collect a little bit more frequently. A few hours later, I was able to collect the other goods buildings. No boosts, but that's to be expected at this point. Anyways, I put them back on 5-hour productions, and I kept running the dawn stages on 1-hour productions. Then a few hours later, I was able to collect the fisher here. I put it on 10-hour initially, as well with the dawn stages. My plan was to sync that up with the other goods buildings tomorrow morning. That was still my plan, but I decided to change it up a little bit, and instead of doing 10-hour, I would just do 5-hour instead. So I cancelled that and put it back on 5 hours, and I would do the same, and I put the dawn stages on 1 hour, and I would sync that up with collecting the other goods buildings, and then in the evening in 1 hour, I would put them all on 5 hours overnight. Sadly, I fell asleep, so here I am in the next morning, collecting what I was planning to collect later on last evening. So unfortunately, the dawn stages here are 1 hour, and the goods buildings, all of them are 5 hour. Not that big of a deal. I do have quite a lot of shelves. I do still need, as you can see, to get more coconuts or more goods in general. So I just put them back on at this point. No reason not to do 10 hours, so I put them on 10 hours. As for the goods buildings, I did 1 hour. I would be able to collect every now and then, so that's fine. Now, at this point, I did also realize I had quite a lot of shells, so I could afford to get 1 more goods building. So I deleted 2 down stages to get 1 more goods building, 1 more fisher, which is what needed the most of. Then an hour or so later, I was able to put that on, and I wanted to do a 5 hour here. My plan was to sync them up later on, collecting all. I put the down stages also on because, well, I wouldn't be on that much. 5 hours later, I collected those. Still 1 hour left on the other goods buildings. So yeah, I put the fish on 1 hour and the down stages on 1 hour as well. Then an hour later, I was able to collect all of those, as well as the pile houses. I do get a decent amount of shells from those as well now, every 10 hours, which is nice. I put them on 5 hour now because I wouldn't be too much on during this period, so I did that. And same with the goods buildings here, I put them all on 5 hours. I still didn't have enough to really build anything. So later on in the evening, I got 2 4x boosts, which is really nice. Always love to see that. Still couldn't really afford to get the next goods building, which is my target right now. I was planning to wait until I could unlock both. But anyways, I put the buildings on 5 hours. I didn't have enough for 10 hours, and I would be up in, I don't know, like 6-7 hours, 7 a.m. Here we go. So that's fine. Didn't mind losing a few hours during the night. Anyways, I collected, and I do still need more fish, and so that's really unfortunate, but nothing more to do than to just put on the buildings again. As you can see, we're now on day 7, and yeah, I will do day 5, 6, and 7 in this day, because not really a lot happened except collecting. Now at this point, I did a slight rebuild or reshuffle of buildings, deleted the hut, and just placed a few decorations to prepare for eventually unlocking the next building. Anyways, a little bit later, I collected the buildings again. Didn't get the boost from fish, which is what I wanted. I did get one from the kava, which it's always nice, but not really what I wanted. I do still need, as you can see here, some fish. So nothing really more to do, just keep on producing. So I put the down stages back on, put the goods buildings back on, did another 5 hour. Or at least initially, was my plan, to run all of these on 5 hour. But eventually I kind of realized I'm quite low on shells, and I don't really need more of these 2 goods right now. So instead, what I did is I deleted them, as you can see, and I got some decorations. So my plan now was slightly altered. So instead of unlocking both of the 2 next technologies at the same time, I would instead first unlock the communal cooking area, an hour or so later. So I got just enough to unlock that. So I unlocked it. There you go. I did a little bit of reshuffling, deleted the decorations. Fortunately, the cooking area does give a decent amount of happiness as well, or diplomacy, I guess it's called here. So that's nice. So I built that. I did need 1 more for the quest, but I was planning to get 2 anyways. So I continued deleting stuff to get the next one. But as you can see, I don't really have the population right now. So what I figured was that I would use the city builder to find a layout. And my plan here was to get 1 more pile house plus 1 more of those. So I did initially get this solution that was very nice, but unfortunately in the top left corner I did forget to include 1 tile there for the impediment. No big deal, there's just something to keep in mind when you're using the city builder to keep all the impediments. Anyways, eventually I did arrive to this. I would have to delete one of the, I guess the only hut I have right now. But I couldn't delete it quite yet because I didn't have enough population. So eventually, after some reshuffling, I was able to get 1 more pile house, and then 1 hour later, when that was done, I could delete this hut and get the next communal cooking area. So 2 of those, which is nice. I put the other one on 5 minutes here to just sync it up with the rest, but yeah, soon all of those would be synced. I was able to collect this impediment removal. I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to use it later on when I unlock some more expansions. And the next one is to get some more good buildings, which I need to wait. I still need some fish. But a couple of hours later, those fishers were done producing. No boosts, unfortunately, so I was still missing a few fish, 4 more. So nothing really much more to do than to just put them back on. I did them on 5 hours again, and I continued to run the other buildings on 1 hour while I was waiting. Then 5 hours later, finally I have enough fish, so I I simply deleted the goods buildings after putting the other buildings on. So I have enough now, so I deleted these, and in the place I was able to place, luckily I was able to get just enough by just going for the 1x1 build decoration, which doesn't have any building time, which is nice. So I unlocked the technology. I needed one to complete the quest, which was fine. I was gonna get that anyways. So I placed that to complete the quest, get some goods and some forge points from the milestone. Not really that interested in them, but anyways, it's always nice to have. Then I went back to the city builder to kind of rebuild again. I arrived at this after some back and forth with 4 goods buildings, 2 catamarans and 2 kava. So I just shuffled around and was eventually able to get there. I placed 2 kava buildings and 2 catamaran buildings, and yeah, there we go. I still have those 2 communal cooking areas and a downstage, and yeah. So the final thing I did before going to bed on day 7 was to put them on. I did 10 hours this time around, yeah, that's more or less it. That's it for day 7, and we are finally getting somewhere. Day 5, 6, and 7 were pretty much all about getting or unlocking the catamaran building. But now that we have it, we can finally start we can get 2 more expansions, and we can finally start doing some more stuff, getting towards the end of the settlement. So that's more or less it for now. I will, of course, be releasing some the next couple of days to complete everything. But for now, let me end here, and let me end by thanking my Patreons. Let me thank Homestar, King Kelly, Rolf the 8, Dan Tumnad, Darkmatter, Mylia, 0K, THX, Basilitz, Hugo Kant von Count, Drew the Genuine, Susan Weiss, Rocco, Spike from No Remorse, Atomic, Flavis the Avenger, Ogler, Whiskmaster, Mar and Sir, Hus, Tusiot, Henrik Dahl Kleber, Adarel, Mike, After the Obsessed, Ruth, Karen, Dennis, Price Belisarius, Porcher, Isaac27, Mike So, Michael, Early Morning, Kamara the Hawk, and Davis O'Malley. Thanks a lot for your support, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the future. Bye bye.